Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Swift.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and inches. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch his flat.
Look at this, a tight end carry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 54. I got you, punk.
Go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Ready? 50. Play.
We're scoreless after one.
Go. 8.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Third down. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from the... Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check. Fresno.
Alpha. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, wahoo! Deep grip.
From the gun, Eason. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Got an open man And it's Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Now we get a look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, high 7.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You don't want none. Give me it. Pick up.
Ready?
Back to throw. Eason eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw, Haskins. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
You got it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Haskins, third and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Ready, break.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, Swift. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up third and 4.
Ready. 60 or.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
Hey, orbit. Please grip.
Operating from the gun, Eason. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, D-line, let's get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
They'll go again with Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24, Haskins. That's complete. It's Bell. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On second down, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. First time they've looked his way in this game, he comes through picking up the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 38, Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
From the gun, Eason. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mike's on the phone. Switch gears. Alert flare. Let's go.
Check. Crunch.
That's it.
Haskins to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Let's go.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Again, it's Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Check right.
Bobo's the mic.
Come on.
Here we go with Haskins. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, here I come.
Now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Slide on